Welcome to the call, everybody on the call. What's up, JD? What's up, my posse? Everyone's here on the call. The people watching us on YouTube and on Facebook Live, thank you so much for joining me on a Tuesday when you can be doing anything you've ever wanted to. What's up, guy? What's up, brother? Good seeing you, man. Hey, guys, welcome to the call. Like I said, these calls are meant to define the game you want to play, dude, and how to truly get started, dude. I could not be more excited about this call because this call truly, at the end of the day, is how to design your ultimate future. And my intention is, in any way, anything I do, is to get you moving in a direction by just showing you what I do every single day, even when I'm down, how to get remotivated, how to continue to grind it out every single day, because life cannot be handed to you, man. Thumbs up if you understand that. There is nothing, not a world, and not anything in life is going to be handed to you. Not anything in life is going to be given to you. This is stuff that you got to grind and design yourself and the future you want, and really put the work in. So this applies whether you're just a student in college, whether you're in high school, listen to this, whether you're a dentist, whether you're looking to retire. I know guys looking to retire in the next 2.5 years, 3 years, whether you're trying to figure out what's next, what game do you want to play, whether you're just in med school, whatever this is, these calls are meant to help you define the game you want to play. And my hope is that you take away some of the tips and some of the tricks that I continue to do every single day. And really, what are you waiting on? Start implementing the shit. Like, that's the whole point of these calls, is start implementing them every single day. You want to get in a workout plan, you got to take the first step. I heard this thing from a lovely lady. She was 85 years old and she ran her first marathon. And they said, oh my gosh, it had to be the hardest thing to ever do was to run 26 miles, something like that in a marathon. She goes, actually, no, the hardest thing for me to do was to take the first step. To take the first step, to just decide. You know, Tony Robbins talks about, we have the ultimate power, and the ultimate power is decision. Just deciding what to do. You know, I'll give you a little transparent. I actually did chewing tobacco for 17 years, and I'll never forget this. I had to decide one day. People said, how did you quit chewing tobacco? I know a dentist doing chew. I know, here we go. Like, I'm being vulnerable on social media. Like, I cannot believe he's saying this, right? But somebody said to me, how did you quit? I made a decision to quit. And April 11th was 15 years ago that I quit. Now, that's not, I don't need any praise for that, but what does that mean? Just the power to decide. That the power to decide that you want to do something different. So if you're struggling right now, if you don't know what you want to do, if you don't know where you want to go, if you don't know how to create an ultimate future, just decide right now that today's the beginning of the day. Thumbs up. Thumbs up if you can understand that. Thumbs up if you have the power, just the power to decide. Of course you do. Of course you do. And for those that are watching online that do not know me, I'm Dr. Bobby Grossi, born and raised in Flint, Michigan by a lovely mother named Linda, who raised 3 kids on $18,000 a year. So this life, I love when people look at me. They look at knowing I have now 4 to 5 different businesses. They know I have a coaching platform. They know I have a dental lab. They know I'm a dentist. They know I have the Dentist CO brand. They see me doing podcasting and talking to you guys. They don't know the whole beginning and the journey. They don't know how hard it is to really work. I talk to dentists every single day and I laugh. Like these young dentists, what's up, Bob? Hell, I see you walking on that beach, baby. You're looking beautiful in that sunshine. That's gorgeous. I see people always not willing to put the work in. So we got to put the work in. We're going to put the work in. And this week, guys, we're going to talk about designing your ultimate future. And what does it look like? Have you ever wanted a life full of purpose and fulfillment? I mean, have you ever dreamt of what it would look like? And it's a dream that many of us share, but few of us ever achieve. And why is that? Because the truth in creating a life that you truly want takes more than just wishful thinking, if you will. It requires intentionality and action. That's where everybody stops. You know, people always say, man, I wish I could lose 20 pounds. Well, take the step. I wish I could run a marathon. Well, be intentional every single day to run the marathon. I wish I could do X, Y, Z. Be intentional. Be intentional. When you're proactive and deliberate in every choice you make, you can start to make your dreams a reality without question. So really, at the end of the day, what are you waiting for? See, it's time. I 100% agree that it's time to take charge with the life and start living your best life now. What are we waiting on? I saw this analogy online and it says from 0 to like 15, 16, you're just a kid and trying to figure out life. And then you work from like 16 years old, almost up to 60, and then you have retirement life. So the bulk of your life is designing to work, to pay bills, to do whatever. How come we always say, I can't wait to retire? How can we always decide, I'm going to wait to live my life then? When my kids graduate high school, when my kids graduate college, when this happens, we are living for the future, but yet we don't even enjoy what we do today when the bulk of our life is between the ages of 16 and 60. So what would your future look like if you decided today to fall in love or to live your calling or to find a new vision or to fulfill a purpose? What would it look like? Habakkuk 2, chapter 2, verse 2 says this. Then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it a plan on tablets, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak and it will not lie. Through it, though it tarries, means it takes times. Tarries means take times. Wait for it, because it surely will come. Guys, it's in the Bible. What do you vision? What do you want it to do? That is the secret sauce. Envision it. Write it down. And anybody that can read it, write it so clear that anybody that can see it will run. And yes, it might take time. Yes, it might take a journey, but be willing and intentional and take action every day to go get the shit you want. Skylar, go get what you want. Connor, go get what you want. Chandel, go get what you want, but make sure you take the time to write it down. It says it even in the Bible. So to design your ultimate future, you first need to define what it means for you. What does your ideal life look like? What kind of work do you want to do versus have to do? Where do you want to live? What kind of relationships do you want? Take some time and reflect on these questions and write them down. Guys in the chat, my Dentist CEO crew, make sure they get these questions. Make sure you give them these questions when this is called. Put them in an email format for them so they don't have to, if you're not writing down notes. Some of you guys are working, some of you are not. But what does your future look like? Guys, get specific. And the more specific you are about your vision, the easier it will be to create a plan to make it happen. Instead of saying what you want to be happy with, define what it means. What does happiness mean to you? I can tell you what happiness means to me. It means making sure, and I'm getting emotional because that's what I strive for every single day, making sure my family never starves. Making sure my family has a guy who loves them and adores them and knows that I'll run through walls from them. Making other people happier ahead of my sacrifice is what makes me happy. Making sure my mom knows that I'm there and any drop of a dime. Making sure Chandel and people that are in my family, Guy and Skylar, knows that no matter what they need, I'm there. And I'll stop at nothing to make sure that they live the journey in life they want. Everybody on this call, what's going to make me happy is if you become the best version of yourself and you are dominating this thing in life and you look at me one day, JD, on the call as I'm getting emotional, say, man, that guy helped move me in a direction that I never thought possible. That's my happiness. What's your happiness? And then visualize it. Imagine yourself living your ideal life as much detail as possible. And this will help you create the vision and make it, you will feel it. And when you can feel something and it goes down to your core and it becomes who you are, no matter what you fall through, Connor, no matter what obstacle you cross, everybody else listening to this call, you will have enough energy to blow through it. And be open to change. We can't keep doing the same stuff and not expect different things to happen. You can't say you want to lose 20 pounds, but don't change your diet. You can't say you want to start a new business, but you're still stuck at the old business. You can't say you want to do something, you're too afraid to take the journey. Guys, over time, your vision is going to evolve, and that's okay. Allow yourself to adapt and then refine it as needed. Man, I mean, come on, guys. When I wanted to be a dentist, I had a totally different vision of what dentistry looked like 20 years ago than what it looks like today. I know Connor's on the call, he's a dentist. I had a totally different vision of what I thought my life would be like. Didn't even know what I was. We changed. I was 20 some years old when I graduated dental school, graduated at 30. My God, I mean, what I envision my life now to where it is today, no way. But you keep changing and evolving. And when you get that vision, guy, when you get all those things you want, start setting goals. Because once you have that clear vision of what you want, you need to start setting goals and get there. What steps do you have to take, Guy, in the next 2.5, 3 years of when you know you're probably going to retire? I know Guy personally, so I'm talking to Guy specifically. What steps do you have to take to get yourself comfortable, to make sure your family's protected, but then to truly go get what you want and live the best version? What steps do you have to take? See, because these steps and these little journeys, they help you stay focused and motivated and provide a roadmap for your actions. It's no different than putting the GPS coordinates in your GPS. Where do you want to go? What stops do you have along the way? And I know I repeated some of this last week, but I'm just kind of repeating this over and over again. Your goals got to be SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of setting a goal to get in shape and set a goal to run 5K in 6 months, like, get creative. We set a goal every single day to do 200 push-ups a day. What is it going to take? Some people might do 20 sets of 10. Some people might do 8 sets of 25. Some people might do 4 sets of 50. It doesn't matter how you get there. You just got to set the journey and get there. You might do it throughout the 8-hour day. You might do it in 10 minutes. I don't know. But write them down. Get really specific and make them feel concrete and helps you stay accountable. That's why I gave you the planner 16 weeks ago. It said it all the way back. Remember Habakkuk 2, chapter 2. Basically, write it down in tablets so those that can see it, that can run. They'll run to you. And it's going to take time for you to accomplish your goals. I'm paraphrasing. But you will get there. And then review them regularly and check your progress regularly and adjust your goals as needed. Like if you have a financial goal, where are you at in your 401k if you have a 401k plan? Is it making money? Is it losing money? Should you take that money out? Should you reinvest that money? If you're a dentist, how are your stats? What do they look like? What are your new patients coming in? Is your practice growing? Is it not growing? If you work at McDonald's, for God's sakes, did you sell cheeseburgers? Did you not? Are you getting closer to or further away? Everything you do in life, ask yourself that one question. Is what I'm doing today getting me closer to or further away from my goals? Because if you're doing something, everybody on this call, that is getting you further away from your goals, stop doing it. If you have a fitness goal and you start eating 8 bonbons and you get on the scale and you gain 3 pounds and it's getting you further away, well, common sense says stop doing that. Right? If you're trying to invest money and you realize you're losing money, maybe you got to pull it from that lost investment right now and reinvest in something else. But when you check, you got to check your results every single day. In business, every single day. First thing you do if you want to be financially successful, you should look at all your bank accounts, guys. Where's it at? Am I putting more money in than I'm taking? It's really simple. If I want to lose weight, am I taking in less calories than or am I burning more calories than I'm eating? I don't know. I mean, only you know that. And people, are my clothes fitting less than what they were? I mean, adjust, modify, right? And write them down as needed. What changes do I got to make? And then take action. Goals are great, dude, but goals are irrelevant they're meaningless without action. Oh, I have a goal one day to own 6 dental practices. I'm just putting it out there. Well, guess what happens if I never own one? Good luck getting that goal, right? I have a goal every single day to make sure my kids know I love them. Well, if I'm not putting the action and taking a text every day to tell them I love them, how are they going to know that? If I have a goal every single day to make sure that my wife should know that she is the most important person in my life, but yet she has to say, hey, I didn't hear from you today. Well, I'm not accomplishing that. Get goals, get creative. You got to take action. You got to take steps to design your ultimate future. You need to take consistent, intentional action toward your goal or goals or your targets. But start small. Don't try to tackle everything at once, dude. When I opened up my first dental practice, guess what I did at first? I didn't start out dental school and buy a multi-million-dollar dental practice. I started working as an associate. I started getting my skills up. I started taking these little things. How can I increase my speed? What do I like about this practice? I started going in other practices, figuring out what I like and what I don't like. I broke them down in bite-sized pieces so that one day when I own a practice, I knew what to do. Don't try to tackle everything at once. Don't try to figure out if you're a dentist. Don't try to do endo / crown and bridge / dentures / implants all at once. Don't do that. Pick something, maximize that. Pick another thing, maximize that. Pick some small task every single day and work towards that. Start with 1 or 2 small actions each day that move you closer to your goals. Once again, I keep saying closer to your goals because every habit you create, everything that you do must get you closer to than further away. So creating the good habits are powerful tools. Creating that's what's going to help you last and change and identify habits that support your goals and make them a part of your daily routine. I'll go back to doing the chewing tobacco thing. How did I stop? People say, what did you do? I just stopped. I made a decision to stop. And every time I felt that urge to go put that chewing tobacco back in my mouth, I dropped it and I started working out. Where I heard somebody say to me one time, Oh man, when I stopped smoking and when I stopped doing this, I gained 30 pounds. Because what they did is they replaced the oral fixation of smoking or chewing to eating. And so you're eating more every time you have that urge. Well, if you keep having that urge and you keep putting food in your mouth, of course you're going to gain weight. But if you stop and drop and roll and do working out, you don't get as hungry. Your body metabolizes stuff. You release natural endorphins and these hormones that help you, give you joy, gets rid of your anxiety, if you will, because you're craving something, and allows you to break free and you don't gain 20 pounds. What a concept. But even if you fail, embrace it. Even if you set goals and targets and you fail, just embrace it, because it's part of the journey. I can remember when I was in dental school and I flunked a test really bad. And I remember when I just was devastated. I mean, it was a $180,000 test, if you think about it. And I struggled and I didn't know what was going to happen. Didn't know if could I retake it, what was going on. And when you first fail in dental school, like you think the world's coming to an end. And I know Connor's a dentist on here. So hopefully Connor understands what I'm saying. Just with the thumbs up, Connor, if you can give me a little love here, the pain of dental school, right? So, when you fail that first time, you think the world's coming to an end, and maybe you fail because you feel like you fail because you quit on yourself, or maybe you feel like, man, if I make this decision, is it the right decision or the wrong decision? But we all know that feeling of you feel like you're a failure because you're so comparing yourself to other people. And the truth of the matter is that everybody fails. Everybody gets discouraged. Everybody has setbacks in life, but that resistance in that pain point in that failure is what really makes you who you are. Because even a tree without resistance and pressure, you're going to really figure out what you're made of. I always know what people are made of when it's not easy. I always know what people are made of when they got to grind through it and fight through it. That's why I love the dog mentality. So keep moving forward. And then once you accomplish that and you're getting progress, celebrate that progress. Recognize and celebrate the progress you made towards your goals. I would love you guys to really sit down in the next literally maybe 1 or 2 days and maybe write it to me in an email or just write it for yourself and to say, you know what, how have I grown in the last year? We didn't even take time to really recognize of how you've grown and the changes you've made. And you need to celebrate that because this will keep you motivated and energized. Because designing your ultimate future requires 3 key steps: defining your vision, setting your goals, and taking action. And when you follow these 3 steps, you can create that life you love and achieve, and that will help you accomplish the most important dreams and goals you've ever set. And then here's some additional tips. This is probably the one that I lived by my whole life, and it's cultivating a growth mindset. Anybody that knows me, if I'm not growing, I feel like I'm dead. And one of the 6 human needs we talk about is growth. But the most important thing you need to grow is your mindset. If you still believe you are who you were when you were 12, you're not growing, you're dead. If you truly believe you were who you were 10 years ago, you're not. If you're stuck living in the past of the decisions you made, you're going to fail. So when you want to create your ultimate future, develop a growth mindset by believing that hard work, dedication, and learning constantly will improve your abilities and intelligence. View challenges as opportunities for growth, not obstacles to avoid. And so many times in life, we want to be comfortable. So many times in life, we just want to have the easy path, and who doesn't? And it's great, dude, when you're running a marathon and you're going downhill and it's easy. But guess what? There's going to be that pit again, and you got to go uphill again. And my daughter said this thing before: don't run downstairs, run up. And take it one obstacle at a time. Because wherever you want to go is never down, it's up. You always want to believe that you're going to be a better version of yourself tomorrow than you were today. And then when you do that, when you don't build that support network, you guys are my support network. So surround yourself with people that are going to help you design your ultimate future and allow you to be you. It's just as important to know where you want to go, but the divine, yes, JD, mindset changed a lot in the last month and not because of me, bro, because you decided to. But thank you, JD. You decided to change, JD, and you just happen to have a support network that supported that. So don't give me that credit. I love it. But you are who you are because of the decisions you made. And then when you have that support network, as JD says, and the encouragement, the advice, the accountability, that's what you need the most. I do 200 push-ups a day, and somebody asked me, what does 200 at 10K mean on Instagram? Because it's really an internal thing. And I said, it's just, we promise to do 200 push-ups a day. It's an accountability piece. And I've not done it every day. I missed one I think 2 days ago on Sunday night. I think I missed it. So I'll hold myself accountable and integrity. But guys, here's the thing. You're going to miss it some days. But when your coach looks back at you and said, hey, why did you miss it? Why didn't you do it? You're going to get right back on. It's an accountability piece. And then practice self-care. Because designing your future is going to require hard work and dedication. If you don't have self-care, if you don't take care of yourself the long way, whether it's with your diet, whether it's with your mindset, whether it's whatever it is, if you don't recharge yourself, if you don't stay motivated and avoid burnout, you're never going to accomplish your goal. You got to practice self-care. Surround yourself with positivity. I would highly recommend right now, probably not listening to the news, highly recommend right now not listening about what the economy crash is going to be, and surround yourself with supportive people who encourage you and inspire you. Avoid those people who bring you down or discourage you, and then stay flexible. Life is unpredictable. Things don't always go as planned, right? Be open to adjusting your goals and plan as needed. Sometimes you got to pivot. Nobody predicted COVID in 2020. You had to pivot, but somehow we were able to come through it, the better end. We talked about, practicing your own self-care, right? We've said that, taking care of yourself, seek help when needed. Don't be afraid to ask for help. That is one of the biggest things. People will guide you. Most people really want the best for you. It can be from a coach. It can be from a mentor. It could be from a therapist. God knows we all need it. It could be from a supportive friend or just a family member. And then try to stay motivated. Take control of your future by staying motivated and determined. Don't let setbacks or obstacles hold you back. Design the life you deserve by setting goals. Visualize your ideal future and taking intentional actions to get there, period. Start today, though. And when you start today, when you decide today, we talked about you have the power to decide. You can create anything you ever want. You can cause and create the future you want, guy. You can cause and create anything you want, Vinny and Mohit and Annalisa. You can cause and create anything you want. I do it every single day. I can take a $4,000 dentistry day and turn it into $30,000 by just saying it. What game are you playing? What is it truly that you want to cause and create? Because creating your dream requires more than wishful thinking. And it requires you to have a crystal clear vision of where you want to go. You have then set the goals. You got to take the action, develop a growth mindset, surround yourself with supportive people, and prioritize your self-care. This shit's not easy, dude. It's not easy. But with resilience and optimism, I promise you can overcome any obstacle and make any dream a reality. If you integrate these tools in your life, in your daily habits, you'll have a path towards your ultimate goals in life that you never thought was even possible. But you got to live life with an intention. Success in life requires so much focus and mindset and strategy, knowing that challenges are going to arise, and no matter what you have to endure, you can do it. I mean, whatever you have to do, whatever you have to go through to make your aspirations a reality, to envision your ultimate future, you can do it if you just set goals, maintain perseverance, keep a positive mindset, and have an unyielding drive. And guys, when you accomplish your goals and you accomplish your vision and you accomplish your dreams and you stay committed, will you please I ask one request, share that with me. Share that in the info@thedentistco.com. Share whatever it is you want. Let me hold you accountable. Let me coach and mentor you. It's free, dude. What is it going to take? What is it going to take for you to write something down to get what you want in life? Is that too much to ask? Habakkuk 2, chapter 2 says, write it clear in tablets, and that anybody that can read it will run to you. And it's going to take time. You're not worth that. You're not worth writing it down to have a clear vision of what you want. Guys, are these calls valuable to you? Am I making a difference in your life like you're making a difference in my life? That's the question I have for you. Skylar, am I making a difference? Bob, am I making a difference? Everybody online, are these making a difference? Getting you to think differently? Because, guys, the ultimate future is easy. Visualizing and dreaming. Be that kid right now. Just shut your eyes and envision where you want to go. What does it look like? That's step one. And if you can envision your future, then we're going to take your future. That's the long-term plan. That's the long-term goal. And then how do we just wake up and envision tomorrow? What does tomorrow look like? I'm going to show you the strategies come next week of just how to envision tomorrow. Because every single day you wake up, life's nothing but a game. Some games you win, some games you lose. If you win more days than you lose, you will ultimately be successful in life. If life is nothing but a baseball game and every day you wake up is an inning, I always tell my kids in baseball, just win more innings than you lose. You're going to win the game more than likely. So guys, it's simple. We got the vision. We know where we want to go. We know our future. But now next week, I'm going to teach you just how to win tomorrow. If you stack those up, you'll be unstoppable. Much love. We'll talk next Tuesday. And God bless you all.